Michael Jackson would say, this is it. Welcome to Inexcess, the show for people with Jeff, with lifestyles living in excess, dealing with the many gritty issues affecting people today. So if your pleasures or habits have become unmanageable, maybe your life spiraled a bit out of control, maybe this evening you're sat there feeling lost, alone and full of fear, well, stay tuned for the next 60 minutes because we've got an amazing show. We've got Nick Mercer, a consultant, treatment consultant, counsellor, but with a track record that goes beyond most of the people that I've had on the series in the past. He's a heavyweight. We've got Nigel Radcliffe, London Transfer Group. A pioneer is the word I want to use about Nigel. And they're working with their own employees and own staff and getting them into treatment and helping them turn their lives around. Something that we at Inexcess really want to champion in 2010, the year of recovery, that employers and companies and organisations need to maybe spend more time and effort with the health and well-being of their own people. The impact of that for me is that they can then go back to the families and communities and have a really positive impact on how we turn our lives around. We've got Nigel Radcliffe. We've got T&T, Trevessa and Tony. We've got so much to get through. But we've got, what I do know is, and I don't even know what it is, we've got a bit of Qigong. Haven't we? Oh, well, we haven't got Qigong. Nick, we're going to talk about Qigong now. There you go, typical. This is it, the final night. We're going to get started. I don't know what happened to Qigong, but I am allowed to get that wrong on it, Jeff. You know, that's part of the show. We're going to start off with David Tyrrell and freedom.
Freedom, I say freedom, I'm singing freedom, I say freedom, I'm singing freedom, I say freedom, I'm singing freedom, I say freedom. Sometimes I feel like I'm motherless child. Sometimes I feel like I'm motherless child. Sometimes I feel like I'm motherless child. All alone, all away from my home, from my home. I got a lot of things to say now, mama. I got a lot of things to say now, mama, alone. All away, away from my home, from my home. I'm singing freedom, I say freedom. 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 Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. All alone, all away from my home, from my home. I got a lot of things to say now, mama. I got a lot of things to say now, mama, alone. All away, away from my home. Thank you.
By anyone standards, that was cool. Our first guest, and he's going to be with us throughout the whole show, one of those people that over the last 18 months of my journey with Inexcess, lots of people have brought up yourself, Nick, and it's not to embarrass you, but there's so much that's said about you in a positive way, believe it. I want you to believe in that. Everybody has really good things to say about you. But you've had an amazing journey, highs and lows, you more than turned your life around quite a long time back. It says here we've got a BA and MA, worked for Turning Point, worked for Apt. You were at the forefront of Sharp, and you do a bit of stand-up. Now, I know that because we're trying to talk you into doing a bit in January, aren't we? You're working for Rapt at the moment, over in Hull.
Mm-hmm.
Private counsellor down in London.
Mm-hmm.
You're still out there. Tell us about it.
Okay. I immediately became guarded when you mentioned the stand-up, and I felt that kind of little bit knot of fear then, George.
We've got you on air. I know what I'm doing. Nick.
I went to a juridical mode, a sort of legal mode there, and being sort of... yeah, thank you. That was great, thank you. And I'm sort of reeling from the song, which blew me away. And that particular song is and for me, in a sense, that encapsulates the whole journey. This thing about coming home. You know, sometimes I feel like a motherless child, a long way from my home. And it's undone me before. Whoever's done it, whether it's Richie Havens, yourself, or... But you did it justice then, was the thing. Or Van Morrison's done a great version of it. But I think that's the core of this thing, is about coming home. Just like, you know, Odysseus trying to get back to Ithaca after the siege of Troy. This is the thing that gets all of us in recovery, is the idea of our journeys, you know.